Welcome back for some more playoff coverage. We start this week off with the Winnipeg Jets struggling against the St. Louis Blues yet again. The Blues simply do a better job of getting to the net, getting pucks through screens, and we're just overall the better team. Well, that and they currently have the better goalie. There might be something to be said about playoff hellebuck. But we will wait to see how this one ends. There is still tons of time heading back to Winnipeg for Game 5. All right, here we go. Game 4. Jacob? Just not a good start here for the Habs. Genuinely have zero clue what's going on there with Dobesh, but that's a brutal way to start off Game 4. That's okay, though, because the Habs get the response. Ivan Demigod, who dances past his man and then finds Slavkovsky in front for the power play goal. Dobesh makes up for his earlier blunder here. What a save in tight to rob Connor McMichael. More from Ivan Demigod on the power play. He finds Hudson, who finds Cole Caulfield down low, and it's 2-1 Habs. The kids have come to play this series for the Canadiens. A little bit of controversy here. Tom Wilson comes in and completely rocks Alex Carrier. And the Caps go the other way, and wouldn't you know it, it is a 2-2 game. Carrier probably dazed, just focused on trying to get off the ice, and then the guy who comes on for him just has no shot. What do you think? Was this a legal play? Do you think it should have been called dead? Let us know your thoughts below in the comments. Regardless, that's quite a softie from Dobesh to let in there. And unfortunately, that trend would continue for the Habs. Mr. Eat Bread rips a shot. It goes through Dobesh, and that is the game winner. Great job by Mangiapane to use the Habs D-man as a screen. I don't think Dobesh had a shot here. The Montreal Canadiens head back to Washington to play Game 5 with their season on the line. Kings off to an early 2-0 lead in Game 4, but check out the set of hands on Scory Perry. Unreal hand-eye there to get the puck across his body and into the net. Both Nurse and Bouchard can't stop the Owl from breaking in, and it squeaks through Picard on the breakaway for a 3-1 lead. You'd like a save there, but you'd also maybe not like a breakaway there. So can't really blame Picard there. And there's Connor yet again. He can't believe it's gonna be one of those games yet again. 12 minutes to go in the third period. The Edmonton Oilers, remember that they are the Edmonton Oilers. Not exactly a boosh bomb, but hey, get pucks to the net and anything can happen. Oilers just down by 1 now. Speaking of a boosh bomb, Bouchard with the laser from the point brings us even. Overtime is needed, and it's Vladislav Gavrikov who is gonna end up sending the Oilers to the power play. The Oilers come back from being down 3-1, and McDavid is fired up, and they tie the series up at 2. Looking at the stats here from Mike Kelly on Twitter, go follow him, of course. It's been pretty clear that the Kings are struggling to close out games. If the Oilers offense can stay potent, we're gonna have a really strong end to this one. How about this to start off Game 5? Sens get one in behind Solars, but not past the post, and Morgan Riley. Right place, right time there for number 44. Sens clear the puck to an area, and suddenly it's a foot race, and all of Leafs Nation collectively clenches, but Stolars beats Giroux to it to avoid any potential disaster. Again, it's more from the Sens. They're looking to generate some early momentum, but Chris Tanev on the doorstep says, "No sir, not in my house." Ties up the stick and swats it away. The Sens are getting real close, and eventually they break through. Shabbat gets the puck on the line. He walks it, he rips it, and the Sens are up 1-0. Their 5th shot of the game is the one that puts them up in this game. Just at the start of the third period here, Stützle walking in, finds Tkachuk in the seam, but Stolars gets across and keeps it a 1-goal game. It's been all Sens here early. Leafs power play. Matthews looking to go low to high to Marner, but Gaudette reads it and picks it off. He goes the other way, finds Cousins for the 2-on-1, and it's 2-0 Sens. Leafs looking for the equalizer, but now find themselves down by 2 in their own barn. 5 minutes minutes left in the game. Matthews walks out in front, tries to turn and fire, but it's off the bar and out. That's it for the Leafs. Linus Ullmark gets the shutout. Sens score 2 empty netters on top of it, and they take it 4-0. In Game 4, the Sens planted the seed of doubt, and it's looking like that seed is growing stronger by the second. Sens make it 3-2 in the series against a group of nervous guys in blue and white. Oilers trying to start this one off strong with a goal, but Darcy Kemper comes across to Rob Bouchard with the glove. Kings on the power play, currently being completely dominated by the Oilers, but it does not matter. They strike first. It's a shot on net from the point, and it's a beautiful redirection from Kuzmenko. Take a look at what Calvin Pickard sees here. Kings do a great job making his life a living hell. But puck don't lie. Oilers have double the shots of the Kings at this point, and the Oilers end up making it 1-1. Klingberg holds the line, finds Evander Kane in the slot, and he beats Kemper from distance. Kemper sees it, but it goes off of Gabrikov's foot and in, and there's nothing he can do about it. And again, puck don't lie. Oilers break in 3-on-2. Arvidsson places that shot perfectly off of Kemper's blocker, forcing him to give up the rebound, and it falls straight to Matthias Janmark. That's the game-winning goal. Oilers come into LA, take Game 5, and head back home for Game 6 with the potential to end the series in Edmonton. What a turnaround from the Edmonton Oilers in this series. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Habs are fighting to stay alive in Game 5. Season on the line, and that is not a great start. Habs on the PK, and Dvorak cannot lose this draw that clean because, well, that is what's gonna happen if he does. Blink and you'll miss it. Ovechkin makes it 1-0 Capitals. PLD gets the puck behind the net, walks out in front, and finds Jacob Chikrin backdoor. Cole Caulfield in that lane has to get a stick on that puck. He doesn't, and it's 2-0 Cap. More from the Dubois line down low. McMichael goes in front to Tom Wilson, and it's Jacob Dobish who flashes leather in a massive way. Post up post, fully stretches out as he tries to stop the bleeding early here. Caps clear it out of their zone. It leaks through to the neutral zone. McMichael beats Matheson to the puck, but he cannot beat Dobish to the net. Left toe larceny. Dobish doing everything he can right now to keep his team alive. But it's not enough. Habs on the PK. They can't deal with the chaos, and it's in the back of their net. Tom Wilson, most hated man in Montreal, makes it 3-0, and hope is starting to dwindle here for the Habs. They would get a weird one here to start the third, but that's all they could get past Thompson. The Capitals defeat the Habs in 5. The Habs won the special teams battle in this series, but they got dismantled in their own zone at 5-on-5. The Capitals simply feasted on a young, inexperienced team. Habs fans, don't be too discouraged. This was a great showing. You guys weren't even supposed to be here. We do want to know in the comments, who are you guys rooting for now? Is it Toronto? Is it Ottawa? Maybe even Winnipeg? Let us know in the comments. Speaking of Winnipeg, let's go check on them as they host the St. Louis Blues for Game 5 and are looking to not be completely dominated by them yet again. Well, there's a great start for you. Robert Thomas bonks Appleton on the noggin. Nothing's called, so he keeps playing. Gets up, kicks the puck to Scheifele, who finds the silent killer in front for the 1-0 lead. How do they not know where Kyle Connor is by now? All series long, it's been shots from distance that have been messing with Hellebuck, and the Blues know it. So they throw it on, and it's Nathan Walker in front to tie it up. Jets cough up a 2-on-1 shorthanded, but there's the best goalie in the world with the paddle. Stretches out and takes away what looks to be a sure goal. The Jets, yet again, they know the formula. El Nino parks his butt in front of Binnington, and it is really that easy, folks. 2-1 airplane. And unfortunately, playoff Hellebuck strikes yet again. Jimmy Snuggerud is gonna get forced out to the dots here by Lowry. That's great defense by Lowry. He turned this from a high danger chance to a low danger one, but unfortunately it fools Hellebuck. He loses his post a bit and it just slides past him short side. It's a 2-2 game. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled programming. Puck to the point, puck on net, puck in the back of the net. DeMello fires it. It goes in off of Parayko, and Winnipeg takes back the lead. Just shortly after, the Jets break in 3-on-2. Connor finds Nemestik Namestnikov, and he beats Binnington short side. They do just enough to get past the Blues in this game, and we head back to St. Louis with the series on the line. Post-game, there was some drama in the media. Mark Scheifele takes a high hit here from Brayden Schenn earlier in this game. Some are saying it's clean. Some are saying it is late and he left his feet. Monty says, hey, Schenn didn't do anything. It was a completely different hit that injured the guy. And Scotty Arniel says, since when did you become a doctor, man? And I mean, he's right. You can't go out there and say when an opposing player sustained an injury. You simply do not know that. Anyways, Scheifele has been ruled out for Game 6, and it does not look like any supplementary discipline is gonna be coming Brayden Schenn's way. Get the popcorn out. That one's gonna be a good one. Game 6 in the nation's capital, the only series still going in the East. The team who scores first has won 4 out of the 5 times so far, so let's see if that'll hold up. The Leafs get a massive chance early to make it 1-0, but Max Pacioretty slams it into the post. And Brady Tkachuk is gonna take a selfish penalty here for coming over and running Brandon Carlo. Brandon does not have the puck. That's textbook interference. Not sure what you're complaining about. Leafs on the power play, and it's the captain, Austin Matthews, who slides it along the ice, and it hits the back of the net. Matty Nyes with a perfect screen in front, making Ullmark trying to peek to his left, and the second he does that, it's in on his right side. Start of the second period, Pacioretty again. He applies some pressure to Nick Jensen. The puck pops up in the air, and Willie takes it and rips it. Perfect shot, just above the pad, just under the blocker. The birthday boy puts the Leafs up by 2. Then Captain Tkachuk gets the Sens back on the board. Shabbat gets the puck, rips it through bodies, and Tkachuk gets the redirection to the top of the net. Some nice calculated interference there with Jake McCabe to get Tkachuk free, and it's in. Sens now down by just 1. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third.
Perron on it. Leafs back at full 6 score.
Perron walks off the left wall, doesn't like what he sees, so he takes it himself, goes behind the net and off the back of Stolarz' head. Not much room for the puck, but he finds the space, and it's a tie game with the Sens season on the line. But the Maple Leafs don't go away just yet.
In behind the net, Domi digs it out. Here's Domi for Pacioretty. Scored!
The two Maxes combine on this play and put the Leafs up by 1 with 5 to go. And shortly after, the Leafs get in on the forecheck. Marner wins the puck for Nyes, who finds Scotty Lawton in front, and he rings it off the post and out. It's kitchen sink time now for the Sens, and he'll pass it off to Joe Bowen.
Corner it goes, and the Senators get it back to the point. Here's Sanderson at right. Blocked there, and the Leafs get it out. Willie! Now you got it, Willie! Now you got it! Penalty coming! Scores! Happy birthday!
Massive shot block from Scotty Lawton, and Willie Nylander on his birthday pots his second of the night, and that is the series. This was an extremely close series, and the Sens had a great showing, but the Leafs were able to generate just a little more inner slot chances, and in the end, that's what sealed the Sens' fate. The Battle of Ontario belongs to Toronto. This series is over. Now let's go see if any other series ended tonight as well.
I'd just like you to advance into the center.
Darnell Nurse throws the puck on net, and Zach Hyman gets to the net front and redirects it past Kemper. Puck's on net, baby. 3-2 Oilers. Matisse Janmark with a great dummy messes up the Kings D-zone coverage, and Darnell Nurse again has all the time and space. He makes no mistake, and it is 4-2 Oilers. And the Oilers keep their foot on the gas. Brown drives wide, throws it into the mixer, and it's Trent Frederick. Johnny on the spot makes it 5-2. But the Kings do not go away. Fiala cuts inside, slides it to Spence in the inner slot, and it is 5-3 Oilers. And then with 3 minutes to go, the Kings net's empty. Calvin Pickard robs Brandt Clark in tight. Insane save from Pickard to keep the Oilers lead at 2. Final minute now. Kings win the battle down low. Doughty sends it to the net. Kopitar gets a piece of it, and it is 5-4 with 50 seconds to play. We're in for a wild finish here. Oilers send it long. Doughty picks up the puck, tries the slap shot dump in, but Connor Brown, absolute psychopath, gets in front of it, and he buries the empty netter. The Edmonton Oilers come back from being down 2 in this series. They win 4 straight and take it in 6. You may be asking, what changed? Well, Stuart Skinner is no longer in the net. Picard isn't this god, but he is better than Stuart Skinner right now. I mean, hell, the guy's undefeated so far. The team had confidence that Picard would be able to make that timely save, and they started playing with that confidence confidence, and once they started to get rolling, the Kings simply had no shot. And that's the 4th straight series win against the LA Kings for the Edmonton Oilers. The Winnipeg Jets get dominated on the road yet again here tonight. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's literally what happened. Robert Thomas finds Broberg alone in the slot for a one-timer, and the Blues kick us off with a 1-0 lead. Then they work it along the wall beautifully. Broberg drives behind the net, stops up, shakes his man, finds a wide-open Nathan Walker just chilling alone in front, and that's 2-1. A minute later after that, Braden Shen goes one-on-one, and should definitely like a save there from the best goalie in the world. And then a minute after that one, the Blues win the puck back to the point, and that's 4-1 now. This goal right here is what the St. Louis Blues have been doing all series long. They win the puck back, and then everyone and their mother goes to the front of the net. There's a high screen there, there's a low screen here, and there's even a guy waiting for the rebound on the side. Hellebuyck cannot see the thing, he doesn't battle to see the thing, and surprise, surprise, it's in the back of the net. From bad to worse, a simple D-to-D play goes wrong. Faksa gets on his horse, wins the puck, finds Toropchenko, rips a shot from distance, and that's 5. It's hard to ignore it at this point. Connor Hellebuyck has definitely become the story of this series. Saving a puck through a screen is tough, but it can be done. It is not just an automatic goal every time. I mean, it shouldn't be an automatic goal every time. You need to battle to see the puck. Looking at his numbers here on the road, it is mind-boggling. This man is going to win the Vezina this year, but is easily the worst goalie in the playoffs by far. Jets fans, if you want some hope, these numbers are when he's playing on the road, and Game 7 will be in Winnipeg. And here we are, ladies and gents. Game 7 between the St. Louis Blues and the Winnipeg Jets in the heart of the whiteout. Everything to play for, everything to lose. 2 minutes in, Kyrou finds Parayko, who gives him the puck right back, and the Blues draw first blood. The Jets get caught chasing to the line. That leads to a numbers advantage for the Blues down low, and they capitalize. And Kyle Connor is going to forget the puck in the neutral zone here. Joseph takes it, goes one-on-one, and rips it past Morrissey and under Hellebuyck's blocker. Again, you definitely like a save there from your Vezina winning guy. The Jets are going to have to play the rest of the game without their number 1 D-man. He takes a hit here in the first, and that's it. He's done for. Disaster for them as they are already missing Mark Scheifele. So here we are, 40 minutes to play, down by 2 without your best center and your best D-man. Blues shoot it in. Hellebuyck says, here, I don't want it, but he gets back in time to keep it out. Could have been a costly turnover there. Halfway through the game, the Jets get a power play. They win the draw. Velarde runs some calculated interference here, and now Faksa is late to his man. Puck comes to Connor, who sends a gorgeous shot pass off the stick of Perfetti, and in. Perfetti basically acts like a ramp there for Connor's shot, and it fools Binnington. But unfortunately, the Blues get it right back. Just before the end of the second, Walker carries his puck over the line, finds Faksa far side, and he goes upstairs on Hellebuyck. Again, you really would like a save there from Connor Hellebuyck. I'm no goaltender, but it doesn't look like he read this well at all. 2 minutes left, Nemestikov fires it. It hits off a man in front and in. That shot was labeled for the corner boards, but the Jets get a fortunate bounce, and now they are within just 1. And then with 7 seconds left in the game, that right there is the latest game-tying goal in Game 7 in NHL history. Ehlers to Connor to the bumper where Cole Perfetti saves the Jets' season. Pretty little passing play, and we're off for some more hockey. Dangerous turnover from the Jets here in OT, but they get the save from their Vezina guy. Ehlers in alone on Binnington, but the goalie gets the glove on it. Tons of chances here for both sides, but the goalies are stealing the show. OT1 solves nothing, so how about some more OT? And with 3 minutes left in double overtime, the Jets have the puck in the Blues zone.
Pionk shoots, tip, they score! Game over! Series over!
All series long, it's been a common theme: put pucks on net and good things happen. Well, Pionk does a nice little stutter step, gets the lane to the net, and Captain Adam Lowry gets in front of Binnington's eyes and redirects the puck past him. Good things happen when you put pucks on net, folks. Shout out Neil Pionk for getting this one on net and playing well over 40 minutes and looking comfortable doing it. That man really stepped up in the absence of Josh Morrissey. Speaking of stepped up, Adam Lowry was the Jets' 1 seed tonight. The guy played 32 minutes and delivered in a big way. Here are the stats from the series. It was an absolute battle, a very even contest at that, and even though the Blues scored 6 more goals than the Jets, Winnipeg scored their goals at the right time. They move on to play Dallas in round 2. So speaking of round 2, how about some really quick predictions to end this video off? Winnipeg, Dallas, we think Dallas is going to have the edge here. We're going to take them in 6. Edmonton and Vegas, we think this goes 7. Gonna be an absolute battle, and we have Edmonton taking it in 7. And finally, Leafs versus Panthers. We think it's going to be a low event, brutal series, and we're going to take the Panthers in 6. That's all she wrote, boys and girls. Let us know your thoughts on round 1. What surprised you? What made you mad? If you're new here, we do these videos every Sunday recapping what happened in the world of Canadian hockey. If that's something you're interested in, please feel free to subscribe, and we will see you next week for some round 2 coverage.